maybe. So we go up here, speed, make it 1.25, and then we'll play it. But I'm just interested in the actual video tape. It's from a VHS tape. It's pretty rubbish because we're talking about what, 1980s, 1989 was it? I can't remember. When was the site in? Do they say 1989? Here you go, in March. Down the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. In March 1989, Bob Lazars took his friends Gene Huff, John Laird to Area 51, Groom Lake to see test flights of alien craft. I think what's happened since Bob was there and people climbing the mountain ranges with telescopes, like a meter-long telezooms, they've expanded the area, haven't they, to say that's now restricted, so no one can get even close with telescopic sites. So they included more mountain ranges around Area 51 just to try and protect it. So I'll just play this. Just see what you're saying first. Yeah, back in the old VHS Handycams, or what you want to call them back then. Looks like they got music, so I don't want that. We'll get past it. So there are the people. So I haven't actually seen this video for a long time. I don't think there's any sound.
See the flight for themselves. A total of 5 witnesses on 2 consecutive weeks managed to dodge security patrols long enough to see the strange glowing object lift above the mountain.
It came up above the same mountain. It moved around. It did a step move. It actually went up in the air like this and hovered, then dropped way down. Then it just floated around and cruised around, and then it started coming up the mountain range.
This home videotape was recorded during one of the trips to the Groom Mountains.
Okay. Good luck. No, what? Did you see that moving? No, I didn't. It was like that went boom, boom. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Look at it now. Right. That's right enough for me to get the time.
Yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Are you there? No.
So they've got a like a telephoto lens on their
head. It is right now.
Admittedly, the tape proves very little by itself because with the distance and darkness, there are no reference points other than the alleged flight.
So he looks a bit younger there. So that could even be a mountain range of a car headlight, you know, a bit like we've seen before in other videos where they've got sort of like a Jeep or something driving around on the mountaintop. So we can't actually tell where they're looking at on that footage, can we? Doesn't show anything. We just got a little pin light here. Does look like a mountain range here. Looks a bit darker down here. I don't think it comes out in the live stream though. I think John Laird does a bit of talking, but it's very quiet.
Minutes ago, we saw one of the government extraterrestrial UFOs fly over there. We all watched it for about 7 or 8 minutes. Right here, I have my Celestron scope, it's 8 inches, and I had it focused in for about 15 seconds and saw for myself that in fact it was a disc. And we're going to stay here for another.
Can you hear that? It's pretty quiet, isn't he? I could just barely hear it with headphones. So just skim past him anyway.
A couple hours here. You can't see, but there are a number of.
So now we've got to zoom in, but is that on the videotape? I don't think so. Look, it's been edited. So someone else has done the zoom in. And if we zoom in ourselves even a bit more, it does look like an oval type shape, I guess. Could be anything though, couldn't it? This looks like a bright light. So we'll just keep playing it from there. I'll mute the sound. It's just music. So Yeah, I think we're getting videotape corruption or scan lines. You can see here we've got black and dark lines going through the whole video, which is like the old scan lines you get on interlacing. So even though it looks like it might be spinning, it's just probably an artifact due to the video processing. So that look to me still looks like it could be what Tom Mahood was saying, that it was like a plasma ball that they're firing the beam up, well, the microwave beam into the cloud layers and causing a plasma ball to form. To test radar with it, you know, see if radar could use it. Now this rest of it, I found out is some guy did some editing on it, and you can see here he clearly sort of looks like he's deleted it with some what do you call it, the eraser pen on Photoshop. See that? It's got a round blob and it's just cut it out there just to make a UFO shape. So they've definitely been playing around trying to make it look more UFO-y, which is fake. And you can see they've done even more mucking around, but you can see here it looks like I used the paintbrush to blob out things, erase things. It looks like the circle thing was cut out there. It's pretty crappily done. But again, you can see here they're trying to muck around with the graphics and make it look three-dimensional, which is artifact, because we knew it was scan lines. So we went from there, from this to that. No way. The quality's just not there. I bet if I cut that out and put it in the editor, I probably can get similar results. But you can see here they sort of cut out the little bits on the outside to give it more of a UFO shape. I don't know if there's anything else here. Look, that looks so mucked around in the editor. Airbrushed or whatever. So we'll get a snap off the first original, which is so yeah. Don't think we can be able to do much with it, but we'll give it a go. So we're back around with the brightness. Hey, so that's overexposure, and that's underexposure. It's a bit of a shame that they didn't have 50 times zoom cameras like they have nowadays for filming the moon. Imagine what they could have taken. Mind you, it would have debunked the whole thing if it turned out just to be like a experimental drone that they're flying up there in the atmosphere, which makes sense. They may have been developing flying platforms for, surveillance platforms with cameras on, so they could use it for surveillance on battle lines. So also they could have been using a drone as a target to shoot their beam weapon at, to see if it made it invisible to radar. So they could have been doing lots of different experiments there. It doesn't necessarily have to be alien related. We only got Bob's story on that, of course, and we have doubts about his claims because of this education. And down here is where the writing was for the date. So that's the top of the writing. But what's all this sticking out here? I was expecting to see maybe a faint sort of mountain range pop out. Well, what's happening is we're doing a we're swapping the colors. Allows us to move around, change all the colors on the screen. So if you get blacks that look like blacks, but they're not all the same black, you know what I mean? There might be just a slightly different shade of black. Remember, there's like 32. What is it? 32 million shades of color on a computer graphic now. And what we can do is with this program, we're telling it to swap various colors for another one to bring it out, kind of like a filter. And so what we're seeing here is clearly artifacts off the video, coming off the video. That looks like it could be a scan lines coming down. So that's really interesting. Could that be a building? That there's filming something above a building? Could well be. I don't remember seeing any buildings in that daytime snap at the beginning though. If you go back to the original when they started to unpack out the car. So here's the mountain range here. And here we go. There's the mountain range all around. And that light looked like it was about there on the video. Out there, which could be easily something driving along the top of that mountain range there. Or someone flashing a torch back and forth. So I don't know. I'm just very skeptical, you see. So could the square pattern be the back of the truck? It's a possibility. Could that be part of the truck? That's top of the truck. We're filming on top of the truck. Maybe got a camera pod on the back of the truck. Maybe. They might have a camera up here, you see. And they're catching something from the truck reflecting back. Anyway, we'll load in the other image. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. More like what we're looking for. Just a little blobby light. See, that's not even hasn't got the black lines for it like the zoom in thing did. So maybe when they zoomed it in, they didn't de-interlace it. This is exactly why I need to get hold of the original video and rip it myself and do a proper analysis on it, you see. No, could they both be faking it? John Lear, would he be a faker? What would he get out of it? Some fame? Some attention? So, but how does John Lear make his money? He's obviously inherited it from his father, from the Jets, right? Pattern happening here, which would be different shades of black showing up the pixels on the video. Now it looks like there's something coming down here. See that? You could be right. It could be a stand for the light on top of the truck. This resets that. This just brightness, I think. Got the wrong setting.